Get the logo, please. That's all I want. I've been dreaming since I was little kids. Let me get a logo.
Anything else game specific?
Maybe.
It's Thursday night and it's the NBA. And here's a look at some numbers for Julius Randle.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Julius Randle is out there with Green. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Jared Allen is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jerome in at the point. First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Now here's Green. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor. No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Morant, the bounce pass. And Randle throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid he only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level. And he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Now here's Morant. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Shot clock at 5. Count that one.
Well, I love seeing Zeller being aggressive and assertive. I mean, no wasted motion. Playing with a purpose there.
Here's Jerome. Guarded by Morant. Williamson right side. Rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Gasol passes to Williamson, kicks it out to Allen, and the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Here's Allen over Green.
Boy, what great agility and versatility Green has as a defender. He is constantly on the lookout to get into the best defensive position possible.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now Morant is coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And Green gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Allen outside. Williamson against Dinwiddie. Williamson kicks to Allen. Pass to Jerome. It's deflected.
You know, usually Zeller is a position defender, but when he's locked in, he can block some shots too.
Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster too.
Here's Allen. After the basket by Brooklyn, there's the pass to Jerome. That's tipped. Dinwiddie right side. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries it from three-point range. Green's got 5 now.
exactly what Green is known for, a terrific three-point shooter. Continues to do damage from out there.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 9. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And earlier we got
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. You've got Morant. Green is out there with Randle. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." Guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kevin. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Randle against Gasol. Williamson outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here's Jerome, guarded by Morant. Jerome, no good.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Morant outside. Back to Randle, to the middle. Here's Dinwiddie, and good that time. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Here's Williamson. Plays it up and banks it in. Williamson's got 10 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Morant scanning the floor. Out to the wing. So it's Brooklyn bringing the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Bass. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some bad.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Zion Williamson. Marcus Saul is out there with Allen. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jerome in at the point guard position. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Here's Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, you know, you look at the raw athleticism of Allen, very enticing. I mean, he's a quick-footed, shot-blocking big guy. He's got a great future in this league, in my opinion.
Nets leading by 7. Morant passes to Zeller. He kicks to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot by Zeller, no good. 47%, pretty solid. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Here's Jerome, guarded by Morant. Williamson, the pass to Jerome. Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Allen passes to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Dinwiddie. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Williamson. Here's Morant. What a difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. He gets it in there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Allen, count it. Allen's got 7.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
Pass to Randle. Back to Morant. And here's Green outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Boy, this is Green's game in a nutshell. He is an efficient catch-and-shoot player.
Jerome passes to Gasol. Here's Valanciunas. Passes it to Williamson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Randle outside. The shot comes out. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets leading by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Green. Julius Randle is out there with Zeller. Then it's Morant, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Morant passes to Dinwiddie. To the paint, here's Randle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Marc Gasol.
Terrific body control by Randle, and one machine.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket. Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Down low, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Morant outside. The feed to Zeller. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Inside. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Williamson.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Nets leading by 7. Randle right side. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
Just an attacker is Randle. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game. Here's Jerome. To the paint. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Randle down low, defended by Gasol. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
You know, it takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up-and-down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
And the dunk by Williamson.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Randle with the bucket.
For Randle, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Morant. Here's Williamson. Zeller grabs the board.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Dinwiddie dishes to Zeller. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nets.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Julius Randle.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Floats it up for Williamson.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morant outside. Here's Zeller. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And here's Morant. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.